Hey everybody, this is going to be a playthrough of the 24th mission in the Cyclone 3 campaign for the Su-25T. This is a free user-made campaign put out by somebody in the community, so I'll put a download link for that in the video description. Looking at the mission briefing, we got the title Night Strike. We're going to be flying out to a road and destroying a Patriot battery and some other stuff in a group along the road there. It is nighttime. You don't have your LLTV pod because we're going to be attacking that Patriot battery. We've got the ELINT pod and a single KH-58U anti-radiation missile. Other than that one anti-radiation missile, we're going to have to find everything else on the Shkval without low light TV capability, so it'll be a little tough. There are street lights that are going to help us out, as well as some illumination flares dropped by some allied flights, so visibility is tough but not impossible. Looking at the allies, we got a whole bunch of stuff. We got an A-50, it's essentially an AWACS, a couple MiG-29s, an Su-17, a couple Su-33s, a MiG-27, a Yak-40, and a couple Mi-24 helicopters. Looking at the threats, there's a bunch of Patriot SAM site stuff, so that's radar-guided SAM, a couple of linebackers. Those are mobile vehicle-mounted IR-guided SAMs. And then we've got an E2, which is providing AWACS-like capability to the enemies, as well as a couple of F-18s that'll be chasing us after we've destroyed all this other stuff. Looking at the mission planner, the objective is to fly out from Sukhumi and destroy this group along a road here. So if we take a look at it, we've got some Patriot stuff. We got a couple of linebackers on the west side of the group, and then a bunch of Patriot command and control. We got a Vulcan, that's AAA there. Some Patriot launchers, a search and track radar, some more launchers, stuff like that. So everything's lined up along this road. It's not moving anywhere. It doesn't have a route. So when you hit it, it's not going to scatter. So when you hit one of these units, often you'll see the rest of the units in the group scatter to the left and right of the road. In this case, they're all just going to stay right here on the road. There are trees to worry about, so you're going to need to line up along this road when you're attacking stuff. But you do have some street lights helping you out along this road to light up a little bit. You'll at least be able to catch shadows and things like that to get some indication of where some units are. And hopefully you got some fireballs providing some more illumination. Initially you have some illumination flares provided by the Allied flights, but they don't last very long, at least probably not long enough to destroy everything. But they give you a pretty good clue of where stuff is to start. So overall plan, we'll just take off out of Sukhumi, climb up as high as you can, like 5,000 meters or so would be good. Lock up that Patriot when you start getting hits on that on your RWR. Fly well within the range of your KH-58U missile. You can launch at max range if you want, but it's better to get a little bit closer. You'll take out the search and track radar for that Patriot, so at least it's not a threat to you anymore. And then as you get closer, if you locked up the Patriot with the ELINT pod and then turn on your Shkval, the Shkval will have slewed to where the Patriot radar is. And as long as you don't change your azimuth too much or pitch and roll too heavily, the Shkval will stay slewed to that spot. So even after you've launched and destroyed that radar and you lose the ELINT pod finding on that, if you turn your ELINT pod off, the Shkval will still be pointed at that right location where the rest of everything else is. So as you get closer, you'll be able to have some idea of where that is on the map. And so you're looking for this long road that's pretty well lit. You'll see a long string of street lights. And then as you get closer, the illumination flares will show up. So you'll have a pretty good idea where everything is. Hopefully destroying the Patriot stuff will have produced a fireball or a smoke cloud or something like that give you some visual indication too. But essentially we're just going to want to veer off the course a bit, head to the west, line up straight down this road from a pretty good distance, and then start finding targets along that road. If you hit the west end first, you got your two linebackers that are really the primary threat after the Patriot radar's taken out. The biggest threat's going to be these linebackers because they got their IR-guided SAMs, and then the Vulcan a little bit further up. Once you've destroyed the radar and the two linebackers and the Vulcan, there's nothing else in here that's going to shoot at you. So basically just run from west to east, just destroying everything you can along this line. You got a bunch of S-25L missiles, so you can kind of ripple those off, 3-4 seconds in between, and then just keep changing your target, your slew point from west to east as they land. So if you hit you probably don't want to attack these linebackers with S-25Ls. You want to use Vickers on those, but once you've got those taken care of, you can use the S-25Ls on most of the rest. So hit something, wait, or shoot an S-25L. 3 or 4 seconds later, shoot another one. Just keep doing that till all four are in the air. Once the first one hits, slew up to the next target, wait for that one to hit, slew up to the next target, etc. So that's a good way to use those. So it won't take too long to destroy all this stuff. Once you've destroyed everything along here, you'll just fly back to Sukumi and land. So once you've destroyed those things, you'll get the notification to RTB. Then you fly back to Sukumi and land. You'll get the success notification then. You are going to have some F-18s chasing you along the way, but you've got some friendly Su-33s launching to help out with that. So as long as you just get going at high speed, it shouldn't be too much of a threat. So good luck. All right, start the mission. Close the canopy, get the electrical on, lights on, engines on, flaps down, nav mode. Tell ATC we're starting up.
Уклад 107. Запуск. 107. Уклад. Запуск разрешаю. Ветер у земли 300. Скорость 9 метров в секунду.
Engines are almost ready. We'll request taxi to see which runway we're getting.
107. Руление. 107. Уклад. Разрешаю руление на полосу 3-0.
All right, runway 30 is left to right from this perspective, so we'll taxi out to the left. All right, we got the runway out here, so we'll straighten out and take off as soon as possible. No need to wait for the wingman.
107. Взлет запрещаю. 107. Уклад. Взлет по готовности. Отход по схеме на 300. Подавление 738,87.
And we can turn around and head to waypoint 1. Looks like we might already be getting hit by Patriot radar on the RWR. So we'll get up nice and high and shoot our one anti-radiation missile at that. Still got a bit of a long boring flight here, so I'll put timestamps in the video description if you want to skip this. Looks like we're up above the clouds now. Don't see any ground lighting. I'll go ahead and turn on the Elin pod, start looking at that Patriot. Get it locked up. Alright, still got a ways to go before we're in range. Alright, we're in range for the KH-58 missiles, but we'll wait a bit longer. Really want to make sure we hit this Patriot radar. We're about 50 kilometers away from waypoint 2. Target group is just a little bit closer than that. Alright, that should be good enough. We'll level off and fire this missile. We'll turn the Shkval on, the ELIN pod off. So the Shkval should be pointed where that radar was. We can't see it through the clouds yet, but as we drop, as long as we don't change our azimuth too greatly, we'll be able to see it. Although until we get some illumination in the area, it'll still be too dark. Started to be able to see the ground a little bit. Looks like we got the search and track radar. One of the launchers damaged some other stuff. There is still a, we know there's a linebacker in that group, so we got an IR missile threat as well, so we'll turn on the IR jammer. And I'll offset a little bit to the right because we know we're going to get some illumination and we want to be able to line up down the road that those guys are on. Alright, we see that fireball, so I'll offset to the right even more. We're going to lose the Shkval Pipper location, but that's okay. And I'll switch to the Vickers. We want to kill that linebacker as fast as possible. Alright, there's some illumination. Get lined up down the road, try to hit the linebacker with a Vicker. And I'll tell the wingman to attack primary target group. He may not be close enough yet though. Oh, he acknowledged? Okay, that's good. Alright, looks like they stayed on the road, didn't scatter, so that's hopeful. Go ahead and fire. I don't think we're going to get a lock. Okay, linebacker fired. Pumping out lots of flares. Go ahead and launch another one. I think we got pointed at the linebacker now. Still pumping out flares. Oh no, it's a... Alright, hopefully maybe it's this guy here. Alright, we got the linebacker, so loop back around to do the same thing. Dodge all this AAA. Alright, on the next pass we'll unload this 29L missile because it's pretty heavy and draggy. Looks like the illumination's shifting away from the target group, so hopefully we get some more, or at least we can keep these fireballs to help us out. Alright, I think this is the next unit to kill. Alright, can't really see anything, but we'll launch some missiles in there. Killed a Vulcan. As long as we can keep track of this road, even the street lighting might be enough to give us what we need. So even if we, looks like we've lost the illumination. I don't know if there's going to be more. Just tell the wingman again to engage primary. I'm not sure what he's doing right now. Looks like this stuff back here hasn't been touched yet. I'll load a bunch of these 25Ls in there as well. Go a few seconds between. Just roll up a little bit. Just kind of pepper this area. Alright, that's everything. I'll tell the wingman to RTB. And we got our long boring flight home, so I'll put timestamps in the video description for you to skip this. We got some fighter radar behind us somewhere. Hopefully the friendlies are dealing with that. Alright, we got fighter radar in front of us now. Hopefully that's friendlies coming to deal with the hostiles. We're getting locked by something out in front of us. It's not a great sign. Go ahead and turn on the radar jammer. I'm going to turn a little bit to put that locking radar on the 3.9 line. See if we can notch it. Oh, that's not a fighter that was locking us. Not sure what's going on with that. I'll start diving in towards the airfield. Get a bogey dope to see if there's anything close to us. It's the friendlies are splashing bandits. Still 50 kilometers away, should be okay. Alright, airfield dead ahead there.
Обнаружена цель. 103. Удаление 110 на 7000. Дистанция не меняется. 104. Пошел ППМ-1 на 5000. Обнаружена цель. 106. Удаление 110 на 7000. Сближайтесь.
Alright, angle of attack set. Just got a long way to go. Start managing altitude here.
DCS failure.
Alright, we lost the HUD. I'll silence these warnings. That must have been a scripted failure because we didn't take a hit. Getting towards the end of the campaign, I guess they want to make it spicy at the end here. Alright, we got mission success.
107. Заруливайте на стоянку.
That'll do it.